All right, we're back, and this episode of Stupidity in the Gamosphere is about people saying Nintendo doesn't get it. So I'm going to address three issues that people say Nintendo needs to get with the program on with the Switch, even though we know practically nothing about it. We don't know the full metrics of what's going on with the system. So the first one is the battery life. Let's just get this out the way, okay? Um, the Switch is the full culmination of the GameCube's promise and the Wii U's promise as well, okay? What I mean by this is that the Switch is, for lack of a better word, is a console that you can take on the go. Now let's break that down for people who don't seem to understand it. It's a console that you can also take on the go. It is not a portable, okay? It's not a handheld. It's not the Game Boy. It's not the Game Boy Advance. It's not the DS, the 3DS. It's not even a Game & Watch. It doesn't have the battery life of those things. Even with all of the, we can give you an upgrade and they'll come out with different models. It's still a home console. Okay? Do you not understand what they mean by it is not a home console? Now, with that being said, I mean it is a home console. Battery life wise, I mean 3 hours of heavy use, 6 hours if you're just playing like a low intensity game. It's not bad. Not great, but not bad. So from there, we have to think about, okay, what are they going for? Now, in my mind, when I hear about the Switch, I'm thinking, okay, this is a console. It's a portable console. So that leads to my second point, which is people talking about, well, it's the online. We don't know what the price is of the online yet. We don't have a clue. We don't know. We don't know what the price of the online is going to be. Hopefully, I think Nintendo is going to price it competitively with what Sony and Microsoft are doing. And I mean, we have to remember, Nintendo has always been the family option. Most families have enough shit to pay for with online and mobile and stuff like that. Like, they don't want to pay for all this extra crap. I mean, I can understand it. I can appreciate it. So that leads to what I personally think they're gonna do on their online. I have no evidence of this, but this is just my own feeling. I think that the online pricing is going to be, they're gonna undercut what you get from Sony and Microsoft. I'm thinking maybe $30 to $40 a year. I think $30 to $40 a year, maybe $8 a month, $7.99, something like that. And I think the bennies that you'll get will be from buying Nintendo products digitally and using their services digitally. So, we've already seen this with Miitomo and stuff like that, and their platinum and gold coins. Which, I mean, it's an imperfect system, and in some ways it kind of fucking sucks. But you get what I'm saying. So I think they're going to undercut the competition with their pricing, and I think that it's going to be around $30 to $40 a year. Maybe, or $8 a month. That's what I'm thinking. Which leads to my third point. I might keep going as things come to me. My third point is people talking about, well, the games, there's no pack-in game. Look, this is a damned if they do, damned if they don't. when Nintendo includes a packing game, some people love it, some people hate it. This is a budget issue. It would increase the price. If they had a pack-in game at launch, they don't really have a killer app pack-in game. And I know what some people say. What about Zelda Breath of the Wild? That's like a AAA game for them, and they don't really want to, do that as a pack-in title. So, Breath of the Wild is out as a pack-in game. Okay. 1-2 Switch. That's a budget title, but if they included it, people would say, "Oh, you fuckers, you didn't do this, you didn't do that." So, what are they supposed to do? Just deal with it? Just deal with the bullshit? So, they did the best they could with considering the situation, which is give the consumer choice. This also is a money issue because I don't think they're making too much money off the units themselves, but I think with the sell of a game, they'll be making a healthy profit. This is just me. I don't have any evidence to prove it because we don't know what their investment thing says at this point. Even though I own a few Nintendo shares, it's through a stock portfolio. It's not through like a brokerage, not directly through them. So, I mean, even with that, for me, just with the amount of tech that's in this system, I don't think it's making a huge amount of money day one. But that's just me. Which leads to my fourth point about the Nintendo Switch. And people saying, Nintendo, you just don't understand. You don't get it. You keep on fucking up. Look, Nintendo, I'm not saying they're perfect. They aren't. But Nintendo with the Switch, I mean, when you look at the amount of tech that's in the system, and the Joy-Cons and stuff like that, it's using NVIDIA chips, NVIDIA chipset, and we know even NVIDIA's cheaper options aren't exactly cheap. So, I mean, people need to calm the fuck down, take a break, relax, and come to the realization that Nintendo is doing the best they can under the circumstances, okay? With this system. Okay? Nintendo is basically like your parents, okay? Your parents, like a lot of people's parents. Your parents are not wealthy people, but they'll do the best they can within the circumstances, okay? They'll give you the best they can within a certain amount of time and energy, okay? It's not going to be perfect. Your parents aren't going to give you a horse. They aren't going to get you that super duper treehouse. But you might get a puppy. You might get a cat. Your parents aren't going to go during the peak of travel season to Universal Studios. But they might take you, in January or February on off travel season. And the rides don't change. Most of the shit will be open. It's just you're going to be going at a time that's a little bit more advantageous for their wallet. So, Nintendo is basically kind of like that. They'll do the best they can within the budget. Okay? Alright, they'll do the best they can within a budget, okay? They're not going to break their ass. But you'll get some decent quality stuff. And so, just calm the fuck down and relax, okay? And you gotta work with them, okay? Now, which leads to my final point, okay? If you don't like what Nintendo's showing, don't buy it. If you don't like what's coming out, don't get it. For example, I fucking hate. I'm unimpressed with the PS4 and Xbox One's lineup right now. Now, probably Black Friday, I'll probably wind up getting a PS4 or Xbox One, or not Xbox One, a PS4 for Yakuza 0 and Yakuza 6. Maybe a few of the RPGs that aren't coming to PC, like Persona 5. Yeah, I'll probably get that on the PS4. Because my PS3 is getting long in the tooth, and that system, you can really see the age showing on the damn thing. But if you don't like it, don't buy it. Wait until it's more attractive. You know, and quit bitching. Quit pitching a bitch about it if you don't like it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? If you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. Okay? Don't sit there and whine, oh, Nintendo, this system's not really resonating with me. Well, shit, don't buy it. Goddamn. Shit, goddamn. Goddamn, bitch, goddamn. You know, I mean, like I said, I don't like the Xbox brand. I don't like the console. I don't buy Xbox systems. You know, I see Xbox, I'm like, fuck this console. And I don't feel bad about it. I'm not like, oh my god, I, oh my god, I just don't buy it. I'm like, fuck this console. I don't like it. You know, that's how I feel. So, you know, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Pretty simple. And if you're going to continue to bitch about the system, at least have a valid reason and not some arbitrary bullshit that you just, you know, one of those Nintendo can't win arguments. You know. Okay? So, with that being said, the rest of this video will be me, you watching me play Fallout 4 and clear out parts of Vault 88. So, I'll leave a link in the description field to the Q&A portion of my BS Busters live cast tomorrow on the 28th. If you would like to join in the podcast, you can send me you can leave a message. In order for you to join, you need Google Hangouts and a microphone. That's it. You don't need a webcam. You just need a microphone. So you could use your cell phone, probably, if you have a smartphone. But you get what I'm saying. So yeah. But yeah, this is going to work out. We'll be covering, we'll primarily be focusing on the Metroid, a Metroid game being on the Switch, and also any other IPs that we would like to see on the Switch brought back. So look forward to that. And yeah, it's going to be it's going to be fun. And with that being said, I bid you adieu. Continue to enjoy the rest of the video, and good day.
声をかける風が巻き上げる